Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We could be in for some fireworks in today's game. Both teams rank in the top 10 in total yards. The Cowboys are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Panthers defense that will need to be at the top of its game. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. Second down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In motion right, Dorsett. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
This is Stewart again. And he's got some space here. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Luke Kuechly has been so good that when scouts go out now looking for the next talent, they say they're looking for the next Luke Kuechly. Why? Speed, intelligence, toughness. They figure if they can find that in one package, they have found their next middle linebacker.
Second down now after the incompletion. In motion right, Dorsett. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
And he's brought down after a good game. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness. puts it all together, it makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Prescott now. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. In motion right, Dorsett. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Prescott. Caught here by Griffin. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's Pumphrey on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Newton now on second down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down after a good gain. Oh, now Olsen slow to get up here. Still on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down throw for Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half, Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Panthers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's roll the highlights. Midway through the first quarter, Prescott's under pressure and throws the pick. Lowry's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. Offense on the field now after the INT. Stewart's looking for room to run, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Now to early in the second. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Panthers will end up returning it for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Cowboys with it now early in the second. Quick pass is complete, and he'll be tackled at the 36-yard line. Cowboys now later on the drive. Logan's going to head outside to the right, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Cowboys down by 7. Now 1st and 10. He'll move off the right side on the run, and he caps off the 2-play drive with a score. Cowboys tied up at 14. 1st and 10. The deep ball is on target here, and he'll end up at the 5.
And before we can even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Prescott. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. David Irving in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Here's Newton. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a first down throw for Newton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's Elliott, complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Newton on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They give him a gain of 37.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now Stewart on first down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, here's Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Well, Prescott here to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Second down, Prescott. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter, and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Back to throw, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Newton on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On the NFL scoreboard there, the 4th now in Carson. And as of now, folks, it's the Niners who have the lead there. Pierre Garçon, a yard shy of 100. He's at 99 for the game. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Defense showing blitz. To the air again, Newton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and emerging victorious in that one, the Rams. Jared Goff, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And this will be caught at the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing here, Prescott. This would complete left side to Green Beckham. And he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the red zone now, Prescott. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hut! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hut!
All right, strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary and gets me even more excited?
Come on, let's
We're
go!
only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're going to get to that next level.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary and gets me even more excited? We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing, and we're going to get to that next level.